Hi, friends. Crud. Hang on. I went over there and turned off the big light. Well, apparently I don't know the lights are in my house. Hi. Alright. A little let's get ready with me. Say hey when you're hopping on. If you're watching the live, drop a 1. If you're watching the replay, drop a 2. My dad went home, or not home, he went to Vegas today, left my home. So we had a really good time hanging out and him getting to see the kids and everything. So that was really awesome. Hello. All right, I made the best dinner snack tonight. I want to give a couple people time to hop on, so I'll wait to tell you what it was, but I'm gonna do a live making it or video myself. I just made it just because I was hungry, and then it was so good that I was like, I have to share with you. All right, I feel like the last 2 months we have had people in and out of town. We have had kids finishing school, kids that are being transported to camps or different things, different places, like Adam taking Christian to Tennessee. Like, it has just been so busy. Cousins in town, his cousins in town for like a week. My cousins were in town for a week, and then, or his weren't quite, yeah, no, his were a week too. And then my dad was in town for like 10 days, and I just feel like this afternoon I took a nap with Veda, and I was like, all right, child, we are about to get back into our own little groove. So, oh, Patty, praying you are safe through the storms. I've seen Texas has been getting some crazy storms lately. Where is everybody coming in from? Our weather here today was weird. Like, it was cool. It wasn't hot, but normally it's hot. But it was kind of like cooler and like very, very, very cloudy. Didn't rain, but it was just where you're like, this weather doesn't feel like the Caribbean today. But we didn't have any storms. We were safe. It was just the kids got in the pool and they're like, get in, get in. And I dipped my toes in and I was like, not today. Nope, too cold for me. Oh, you just went on a cruise to San Juan? Old San Juan is so beautiful. I hope you got off and like wandered around. It's so cute. The food is so good. Pennsylvania, Texas, Indiana. Got all these people from all over the place. Okay, so let me tell you, I'm gonna make my turmeric while I chit chat, but I am taking this plus melatonin tonight because I don't want to not sleep, and I just want to sleep well, and I took a nap, and so we did church this morning, all the things, but I was like, putting protein in here. This is just coffee creamer and hot water. And I'm gonna put a scoop of vanilla protein powder because protein before bed helps your muscles repair and it helps me get in my protein for the day. And then I'm doing turmeric. So, and you can save up to 25% with my code for turmeric. I think it makes it under $30 for this one. But it's really great if you have any sort of inflammation or pain. Okay, so here's what I made tonight. I did cottage cheese. Now, I'm doing low carb. I'm on day 20 of keto. Ooh. Whew, I'm gonna make a mess. I brought a different cup in case that was the case. I thought it was too good to be true. Okay, here's the thing. I don't like to put my Keurig hot water in the glass because I don't want to bust my glass. So there we go. Now that it's cooled off a little bit. Okay, so I'll kind of alternate. Sometimes I will take the Calm. It's like a lemon flavor, and sometimes I'll take turmeric. So I probably do half the week. Also, Christian has been taking my Calm. It's for like anxiety and helps with like reducing cortisol. And so I need to just buy more, but I was sharing with him and it's just kind of gone quicker than I expected. But if you need a cortisol reducer, Calm is amazing. But they both have ashwagandha. Calm is just like something you don't have to fully drink. This is really good for like, both of them are great, like bedtime cortisol reducers. It's just this one kind of tastes more like a latte and the other one tastes more like a lemon head. So I like both. If I don't want to have to drink a lot of anything, I'll just take the Calm. Like I just want to put it on my tongue and be done. Or if I'm starting to feel like I'm having like a panic attack, I will take Calm. This is more of if I want like, let's sip on this. It's warm, it's cozy, and or if I'm having any sort of pain, because it has curcumin and turkey tail mushroom. Okay, so doing low carb, keto, whatever you're, I'm probably not getting enough fat in to consider actually keto, but I'm definitely doing low carb. I'm not going over my 25 carbs a day. So today, cottage cheese, big slices of like heirloom tomato, salt, basil from the garden, or I just have flower pots, not even a garden. I do have a small tiny garden of like stand-up planters, but I have basil out in some flower pots, so I got basil from out there. And then I did a little bit of watermelon chopped up. Watermelon is the lowest carb fruit and it is delicious. So I made like a watermelon tomato salad over cottage cheese, and I did salt, pepper, and everything but the bagel seasoning. And then I took oil and herbs that you normally would put on your like a sub, and I put that because I felt like it needed like that balsamic type vinaigrette, but it was too high in carbs, so I did that on top of it, so it was like herby. Oh my goodness, it is amazing, like absolutely delicious. 10 out of 10 recommend if you're doing low carb. Okay, going through these. North Carolina. So in order to stay on keto, you have to try and do like under 25 carbs. I think you can technically do all the way up to 50. On Lexi's birthday, I had what I felt like was maybe a little too much watermelon. That was my first time really like dabbling fruit into the day. But I got these and I never went out of ketosis. So that's kind of how I'm judging, like based on if I haven't had anything else carby at all. Like I would like to splurge and have a little bit of watermelon. That is really good for me. I really love it. Today was my first day where I told Adam, I was like, I'm just kind of done with this. I want to just go back to like eating bread and eating treats, but I'm not going to, but that's how I felt today. Okay, do I use protein powder instead of coffee creamer for the turmeric now? So I did use protein powder. I still put a little coffee creamer. It's sugar-free, and I still did a little bit, but you probably could maybe skip it. I don't know. I like the taste of like, I have a coconut coffee creamer and it's good. And so I put a little bit of that in my water. Yes, I don't think keto is sustainable long-term. I do think that cutting out most breads and introducing, and like most carbs, and introducing some fruits and like limiting soda and sugar, that kind of is what I've had to do, like since, and then every now and then I'll have like sugary treat or something, but I just can gain really fast. So for me, in order to kind of get back into the window where my clothes fit, I'm being hardcore right now. How long did we move in Puerto Rico? We had our 1 year anniversary yesterday. So we were gonna go out to dinner and like celebrate today, but everyone after church was like not having it. So we did not. Maybe Adam and I can go out to dinner or something one night and just celebrate. Like, I feel like it's a big deal to move across the world. And we have like put a lot of things in place, bought our house, cars, you know, like sold things, managed things from back home, like put our kids in school, like done all these different things. And I'm really proud of us. Like, it was a lot more work than I thought when we were, I don't know why, I guess I never moved across the world, across the country. Like, so we got down here, I was like, we have our suitcase. That's it. And so it took us a little bit to, I feel like, kind of settle, and I feel like we're just now like settling. So 1 year already. Time flies when you're having fun. All of my skincare is in my office. So I'm gonna wash my face and then we'll have to go in there to finish. So when I first got started with Pomifera, I started with like a Danger Game Changer collection or an Ultimate Age Rewind. It kind of had everything you needed if you didn't know what you wanted for skincare. And the more I'm using their products and trying different things that they've come out with, I'm really loving their youth collection a lot. They have several products that I just really like. So I used Erase Pre-Cleanser, which is an oil based, dissolves your makeup. That's what we started with. Took off all of my like mascara, all of that. Now I'm going in with I have a couple of different face washes from them. The Stimulate Cleanser is really good. It has jojoba and peppermint. This one's the youth. It has like an exfoliating algae in it and vitamins, but this just helps polish your skin. It's really up to you. This is a soap-free cleanser, and I really like this one. I like all of them. I don't think there's a right or wrong. I just started with the main collection, and then over time, I have just bought like, oh, I'm out of face wash, and I'll buy a certain face wash to try it. You know what I mean? Susan, you remember watching me go through clothes when I was leaving for PR? So funny thing, yesterday I saw a time hop of me in like this sequin dress that was stunning, and I was like, looked in my closet, and I was like, great, I left that in Tennessee. I left so many good clothes in Tennessee, but it's okay. They're all in storage. I had planned we would go up a lot, but it's just really expensive to go back and forth. It's expensive to ship my stuff here. It's almost cheaper just to buy something new than it is to ship things down here. So a big box ends up costing you a couple $100 in shipping. And so like just a box, just a box. And you're like, did I even have, like if you're buying Target and Amazon stuff, you're like, was what I had in the box even worth $300? Like, and then on some things it is. So, I just have, maybe at some point I'll go back to Tennessee and figure out what to do with everything, or sell it to a consignment, but I want to go through it before I do that. I don't know. So, will I take Modere through Pomifera? So I have a lot of customers that still take the Trim from Modere. I did take that for a little bit. I'm not saying I won't ever take it, but I personally like my combo I have going on. So I know Shackley or Pomifera, they recently bought Modere, and for a long time I did like the Modere system, and it worked really well. And then I kind of felt like I hit like just a long plateau where I was taking it every month and it wasn't working. And so that's when I started Beautiful You, and I started doing TrimFit, and that kind of jump started things. And then I feel like I had a really good success, like 60 pounds with that. And then again, kind of like, I don't know, my body just seems to get used to something, or maybe it's my PCOS and my hormones get wonky, I'm not sure. But so right now, I like what I'm doing right now. I'm taking those GLP-1 peptides, the plant-based peptides from Make. They're called Lean, but they're plant-based peptides, and it helps your body produce its own GLP-1. And I have had about 16 pounds weight loss with that, and then in the last like almost 3 months, and then I just still take TrimFit. So not to say I won't ever try Modere again, or that whatever, or that customers I have, like, I feel like if you're in the point where that is working for you, do that one. But I like the way that Beautiful You's collagen tastes better. I do think Modere has a very high quality collagen, but I like the taste of Beautiful You's better. So I think you just have to figure out, like, I try different face washes, I try different products, and I pretty much tell you whether or not I think it's working for me or it's not. So but as of right now, I am just sticking with what I'm doing, because I feel like things are working. Ooh, see, that's a good idea, Judy. Just go back home with an empty suitcase. So I did that. You scared me. Hi, how's it going? Are you eating in my bed?
Yeah.
Look at you, cutie patootie. Just in here hiding from your sister?
No.
Yeah? You gonna watch TV or what are you doing?
I was waiting for you.
Okay, I'll be off in just a few minutes, I promise. You wanna pick out a movie for us? Or you wanna put on Downton? Okay. You just eat your berries and scroll. Just waiting for me to watch a movie. So Veda took her baby to church today, and it's the baby, I don't know if you've been around for this, you know what I'm talking about. So she has a baby that has male anatomy, let's put it that way, okay? So I made her get her baby dressed. And I was like, you can't have a naked baby for church. Like your baby has to wear clothes. Everybody has to wear clothes at church. I'm trying to turn on this. Great. I'm gonna have to turn on one more light. Just trying to get my ring lit. We're good. Woo! Let there be light. So, takes it to church. It has on clothes. She said everybody in church was the church nursery worker today. She was like, Veda, we love her baby. She was teaching everybody how to feed it. She was like, then they were like, is it a boy or girl? Veda was like, it's a girl. Her name's Saviella. And so then one of the boys took the baby's clothes off. I was like, this is not a girl baby. This baby has a peewee. And so the nursery worker was like telling me how like funny thing happened today. And I was like mortified because I specifically was like, let's put clothes on the baby and don't take the baby's clothes off. And she was like, I didn't take the baby's clothes off. Anyways, so she gets to the car and she was like, yeah, even though it has a peewee, it is a girl. And I'm trying to tell everyone. And I was just like laughing so hard. But I napped. She laid with me, but I could not get her to fall asleep today. So she is asleep. So I'm going to try and be like not too loud. But anyways, she has eaten the fingers. There's like 4 fingers missing. The baby has like junk in the trunk, like all the things. And I just feel like parenting is incredibly humbling, like on every level of every day of my life. Like it's just... So I was like, great, I can see myself getting an email. But, okay, going in with jellyfish peptides. These are really good. I feel like my wrinkles are really popping lately. So we are going to definitely do this. This helps relax the muscle, just like a jellyfish relaxes its prey. Oh, you just started lean. It's only been 2 days that you're excited. It is natural and it does help trim down fat. So it helps burn fat and it helps burn visceral fat, which is like the dangerous fat around your organs. And that's great. But I can definitely tell that my body is getting slimmer, even though my scale hasn't really been changing a lot. It has changed some, but I have like an unrealistic expectation, especially when I'm doing no sugar, no bread, all of it. I'm like, I want to lose a pound a day. It's just really not realistic. But I know that I'm getting slimmer and losing inches and weight. 16 pounds for me is a lot of weight in just a couple months. But I'm glad I'm making these choices because it's not like 16 pounds the other direction, which easily could be. Okay. So we're gonna say so long. The air mattress is, can you guys see it? It's deflated in the floor. Tomorrow I will put it away and it will be so long to the air mattress unless somebody else comes down. My sister might come at the end of the summer, possibly. If so, I'll blow it back up. But it will be nice. It's been so good to have family in and see everybody, but it will be really nice to kind of feel like we're getting on a routine. But I am so grateful that I've gotten to see a lot of family because I get a little homesick. I know moving here, I'm obsessed that we moved here. I love it. We moved here for like work opportunities for both of us, which has been great, you know, like to get to be more hands-on and get to do more things with the company I work with. But you do miss family and some friends. And so it would be like naive to think you can. I miss like our house back home, but this house is starting to feel really homey. We got our new porch furniture. So I do take pre and probiotics, but again, I need to get better at taking my total hormone health every single day. When I take it, my cycle is amazing. I'm regular, I don't have night sweats, I am not moody, I am not like, I love that product. And then I also need to take the probiotics. I am just like not great to take mine every day. I do give Veda hers every day. Lexi takes hers on her own every day. I just need to find like a good, like, I take my TrimFit and greens every day. I'm taking my, but then you also have things like I'm taking vitamin D and K, and then I'm also taking like magnesium and I don't know, like different things. And so it's like, I need to just be better. I need a checklist or something like, did you take all your things? If I get any sort of antibiotic, I definitely am on it. If I feel like my belly is weird or upset or gassy or anything bizarre, if I feel like I'm getting a UTI or yeast infection, anything weird, I will be like, but I don't want to live that way, that I'm like just doing it when I need it. I want to do it like more often to where it's more preventative. Is anybody watching Downton Abbey at all? I know it's old, but I started it and it's so good. Yeah, the girls get to see their dad. He was just down a couple weeks ago. So. Yep, so they get to see them. Okay, please explain the total hormone health. You've never heard about it? Christine. Okay, I'll take some right now because I haven't taken it today, and it really is so good if you take it on the regular. So Lexi Kate takes this every single day. She is good. And I think that's kind of what happens in my supplement journey is I get stuff. I'm like, oh, I really like it. This is really good. Here, kids. Depending on what they have going on, like, cycles and all the things, I'm like, here, this will be great for you. So then she starts taking it, and then I'm like, oh, now the box is in her room, and then I don't think to take it. But I do have some. My friend Maria, who lives down here, she got me. That's the other thing. Had we not moved here, there's so many great people in my life that I would have not met. But she got me this little mug not too long ago, but it's a daily affirmations. It says, like, it's okay to take a break. I'm doing my best. I'm worthy. But I do have I have a good bit of supplements in here, right here, nearby. But the total hormone balance is from Beautiful You. So you can use my code Courtney Swan and save 25% if you get a subscription with it. But it is aronia berry, and it is for naturally helping balance your hormones. So if you struggle with that, if you're going through menopause or perimenopause, this is going to help with like bloating, cramps, if you're on your cycle anyways, if you have like acne or skin flare-ups while you're during that phase. For me, I can tell the biggest difference with like edginess. Like I will just start and I'll be like, I didn't even know I was going to start. Whereas typically I'm like, I can feel I'm going to start any minute. Do you know what I mean? And so, highly recommend. For this one, it tastes like, have you ever taken communion at church? That's what this reminds me of. It's not a bad taste. It just tastes like kind of like grape juice. So that is for the best results and it takes about your first month before you can tell. So I need to take it consistently every single day. And that's when you're going to see the most. But sometimes I will just take it during my cycle if I've forgotten, and then I feel like I'm really edgy. I will just take it during my cycle. But ideally you would take it, just the whole time. Okay, so right now that has dried. The Youth Ageless Sculpting one, it is amazing because it tightens your skin almost instantly. So within 15 to 30 minutes, you'll notice a visible lift and tightness. Like you'll feel it in your skin. It feels very tight. I don't think I went down my neck, but I do think you show. My mom especially, she's always said, like, be sure you do this part because you can tell as you're getting older. chat will show your age. I used a little Barboletta, which is on sale right now, but it's lash serum. So if you're trying to grow your lashes, that's a good one. Okay, again, here's what I started with Pomifera was the Brighten Vitamin C Serum. It is a great vitamin C serum. It is 20 times greater than an ordinary vitamin C serum, so it is very potent. But they came out with this vitamin C serum and this, which is a vitamin C and E, and it has a raspberry seed oil. It just has like a few other extra things. So if you struggle with like brightness on your skin or you're wanting more, this one is the nighttime one here is specifically designed for sunspots, whereas this is not. This is for brightening your skin. So if you only are looking to brighten and you're looking for a more affordable price point, I think this is in the $30 price point. It helps increase collagen. It improves elasticity. It gives you radiant skin. But I would say this is just like these guys are like the more potent ingredient next step. So this would be like your good, and this would be like your very best. And the price does reflect that, but it does have more ingredients. So it's like it costs more money to make them because it has the extra stuff. So it's up to what your budget is, but this is all the skincare I'm using is Pomifera. Every now and then I'll use a little bit of Oliveda, but for the most part, I would say the majority of my skincare is from Pomifera. I've been using them for years. I absolutely love it. So these are listed under the youth category for Pomifera. So the face wash I used tonight was from the youth category. The ageless sculpting ones, which is the jellyfish peptide. This is also good if you just have like a family reunion or a high school reunion or a date night and you just want like that night everything to be really tight. You could use it as one-time uses, but you're going to get the best results when you use it. You can use it every single day. And it's like the clinical studies were crazy. Like 94% of people could tell a difference in their skin after 30 days. Like it's amazing. But okay, these are good for sunspots. So 2 products, if you have sunspots and melasma, I recommend from Pomifera that are specifically formulated for sunspots. It is the Pomifera Rose Oil and these vitamin C and E serums. This one also has, let's see, plumps, brightens, and visibly reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It feels super buttery rich when you put it on. And also I think this is incredibly satisfying. If you have a pin, you can pop it with a pin, or you can just do it like this. I'm gonna zoom this in. Ooh, maybe not that much. So this is very emollient. This is very thick. I personally, the majority of my sunspots were all gone by using Pomifera Rose. So I don't want to claim that this is what did it. I will say Pomifera Rose and my like Pomifera system has incredibly improved my skin. Drastically, it's incredible, like all that. But this is amazing. It feels good on, and it is again like a brightening. So daytime, the Youth Super Oxidant Boost C. It has turmeric in it, and it also helps with like a glow. And then this one would be your nighttime. Daytime, nighttime. Or if you want to use this at night, sure. But it doesn't have the ingredients to help with sunspots. If you have sunspots, this is what you need at night. But it's up to you. You don't need anything. You don't have to take any of it. I'm just telling you, this has worked. And I have thousands of customers who, not being dramatic, thousands. Okay, this makes your skin feel and look almost like velvet. It looks like a filter. It is very creamy. It almost feels like if they made, it's all natural, so it doesn't have silicone, but that's what it would remind you of. Like if you were to put like something super velvety, and you only need one unless you have spots on your hands and arms or your chest that you would also like to hit with it, then I would recommend 2. So yes, Patsy, there's a lot in a little thing. This nail color is, I believe, Cajun Shrimp is the name of the nail color. Debbie? Okay, so last little thing I'm doing for bedtime is this right here. This is the Palmiphere Rose, and again, it's good for sunspots, age spots, everything. Alina, thank you for asking. My back is doing amazing. I literally feel like my chiropractor was an angel. I could barely move, and they popped my rib back into place, and I went 3 times, and I feel amazing. Okay, so I would not do moisturizer on top of this unless you are just incredibly dry. If you are super dry, I would do beef tallow. So, but this is very hydrating and moisturizing, and so it's totally up to you. If your skin is dry, really dry, moisturize. But this is very hydrating. Like, my skin is not dry at all. And you will do yourself a favor in the morning because you will wake up and your skin is going to feel so tight. Your pores kind of shrink together. Your skin feels just like, there's nothing better than waking up and not being like you have crusty, hard mascara. You just look like you had a rough night. All of it. Like washing your face, you will just do yourself a favor for like your future self when you wash your face. So, anyways, this is my little nighttime routine. If you have other issues that you're dealing with, dark circles, wrinkles around your eyes, anything like that, or if you have something specific that you're like, I need help with, you can always send me a message and I can help recommend things based on what your skin is dealing with. And so, you know, but this is a very good for most people with like your basic skin needs. If you're trying to prevent aging or reverse aging, this is what I would recommend to most. These have a lot of great things in them that the only other thing I would say is, which I don't know where mine is, but like a good lip balm, like Happy Salve is a really good one. I also love Oliveda's chapstick, or lip gloss. But for nighttime, I love the Happy Salve. Here it is. Happy Salve. And if you struggle with chapped lips or crusty lips, dry lips, I think that there's something so like elegant about, I used to have dry lips all the time. Maybe I didn't drink enough water, I'm not sure. Or maybe I wasn't putting things on my lips, like the right things. I was just using like chapstick, but I couldn't use a lip stain. I couldn't do anything because everything would just be like crusty to it. It was just gross. And I think that when your lips look nice and hydrated, and that's just like a sign of youthfulness and a sign of just, I don't know, good health when your lips look good. So I highly recommend this. And if you're somewhere where it's snowy or skiing or anything, or even if you have really dry elbows, you can take a little bit of this and put it on your elbows. It's very thick, but it's a salve and it actually has healing properties, has the Palmiphere oil in it, and it's very thick. So if you ever have, sometimes Lola's hands will get like cracking, and I'll just like take some off and I'll put it on her hands. But this is a really good healing ointment, I guess. And then for those who were saying that if your skin was dry, this is what I would recommend. The beef tallow, and it doesn't stink. It smells like peppermint and Palmiphere oil, so. Oh no, your mom's passing tonight. I'm so sorry. So sorry, Amy. I just pray the Lord like wraps his arms around you, that you just feel so loved and you feel his peace, and that we don't always understand his ways, but I pray that you know that you are not alone tonight. Yes, you can use that under your nose when you're sick, any of that. Okay, I'll show you what this, if you needed tallow, if you just wanted to be really hydrated. And you will see, like, do you see the difference? It is like a whipped tallow lotion, and This is really good if your skin is more dry, or if you're sunburned, or if you want to like lymphatic massage. It's incredibly creamy. And you can easily like help give like some extra lymphatic drainage massage if you put beef tallow on first. You just saw another video of a girl saying she was me and talking about Aveda. Just send it to me. I would be curious who it is. Or if it's like a fake account, or if it's just a video of me from a long time ago. Sometimes people are like, you don't look like yourself. Because I lost like 120 pounds. So it could be that, it could just be an old video of myself. So that happens sometimes. But anyways, but definitely send it to me, like share it to me. And then that way, if it is somebody being weird, we can report their account. So, okay, you guys, I hope you have the best night. If you are needing a really good skincare line, Palmifera is amazing. Shipping is like $1.99. So you can get really, really good deals. You can save if you shop in collections. So that's the best way to save with Palmifera is shopping their collections. So be sure you check those out. Okay, perfect. All right, you guys. A little bit of brow serum in my brows never hurt anybody. All right, I love you. Hope you have the best night ever. And I will see you, what is tomorrow? Monday. I'll see you tomorrow. So, bye guys.